Pause it.
No, it's all right. It's Skateboard Louie. All right, so this is anyone who's got an F-117, larger one. Smaller one's fun and fast. It's just kind of a handful to fly. This is very easy to fly. Very stable all the way around, meaning takeoffs, landings, stunts, it's always stable. There's no weird spots.
Nice.
The stock, we got the Elevons, as you know, same type of setup we've been doing for years, works great. A little tricky to do the first time. Once you got it, you'll love it. See that? Whiz, bang, boom. So we put a carbon across the bottom, right by the prop slot area, one across the front, and then two along the sides. These are full length 3-footers, so I went right to the tip, fell short at the front, so I put some toothpicks the last literally inch. It's kind of nice, gives you a little breakaway right there in case you nose it in. It's epoxy down and then hot glue in the seams, which you can probably see that. And then what I like to do is put toothpicks about every 3 inches as rivets. Just dab a tiny bit of epoxy glue and then you're just shoving it up through the foam, because that glue joint right there, it doesn't matter if you have epoxy or hot glue, when you start grabbing that, that's gonna just break the seam over time. If you're a guy who likes to build their stuff, you know, tough and ugly, do it like that. Now the inside motor mount area, same setup we've been doing. I could just kind of sense that over time, that foam is probably gonna give way. What I plan to do for modifications is put a second piece of Depron. Now that I got the carbon down, this is all ugly with rivets and stuff, I'm gonna just cut out another piece of Depron, maybe even 3mm.
Yeah.
And just skin the bottom to give it a little, just more foam. I think 3mm would be fine, come to think of it.
Especially with the foam glue.
Stabilizers have a little bit more angle than the smaller one, which is kind of nice because that's going to let it do V-tail modifications later. We'll see how that goes, but I think it'll go well. I did put another piece of carbon right here, and that's just stabbed in about a 1/2 inch, you know, put it wherever in the middle. It gives this thing some more strength, see that? 3 sets of magnets rather than just 2, because this is so long. This is a little flimsy, so I can imagine over time this starting to break just from day-to-day use. Maybe a little strip of carbon or whatever, or double the foam, whatever you want to do. I think that this massive amount of drag is doing nothing but helping the plane stay stable. I'm not quite sure how, but it is. Something is going on like that. There are working air intakes where the air is coming in, and then, can you see that right there? So the air is coming in, cooling down all those electronics, blowing out the back. This runs great on this little tiny microjet version 3, 6x4 prop, very small motor, hides in there well. You can put a larger prop on it, but I wouldn't recommend it. That is the stock setup. I would say out of these 3 new ones, big ones, this is just, I mean, it's the Stealth.
It used to be a handful, and it's not anymore.
It's very easy because of that larger size. Very, very happy.
And
that's why it's my favorite, is because it's been the most amount of work, and it's finally gotten so nice.